A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew, chapter 15, verses 29 to 39. The passage is taken from the Message version of the Bible. After Jesus returned, he walked along Lake Galilee and then climbed the mountain and took his place, ready to receive visitors. They came, tons of them, bringing along the paraplegic, the blind, the maimed, the mute, all sorts of people in it, and more or less threw them down at Jesus' feet to see what he would do with them. He healed them. When the people saw the mutes speaking, the maimed healthy, the paraplegics walk around, the blind looking around, they were astonished and let everyone know that God was blazingly alive among them. But Jesus wasn't finished with them. He called his disciples and said, "I heard for these people. For 3 days now, they have been with me, and now they have nothing to eat. I can't send them away without a meal. They'll probably collapse on the road." His disciples said, "But where in this desert place are you going to dig up enough food for a meal?" Jesus asked, "How many bread do you have?" "7 loaves," they said, "plus a few fish." At that, Jesus directed the people to sit down. He took the 7 loaves and the fish. After giving thanks, he divided it up and gave it to the people. Everyone ate. They had all they wanted. It took 7 large baskets to collect the leftovers. Over 4,000 people ate their fills at that meal, and Jesus sent them away. He climbed in the boat and crossed over to the Magadan hills. The Gospel of the Lord.
Reflection according to St. Matthew chapter 15 verses 29 to 37. Witness and participate. In this passage, we witness a powerful demonstration of Jesus' compassion and provision. He goes up a mountainside, and large crowds bring the sick, the lame, the blind, and many others to him. Jesus responds not only with healing but also with a deep sense of empathy, recognizing the physical and spiritual needs of the people. The multitude stays with Jesus for 3 days, highlighting their hunger for both physical and spiritual nourishment. In the wilderness, Jesus miraculously feeds them with 7 loaves and a few small fish, emphasizing the abundance that flows from his hands. The act of taking the 7 loaves and fish, giving thanks, breaking them, and distributing to the crowds mirrors the pattern of the Last Supper. This prefigures the sacrificial nature of Jesus' life and foreshadows the Eucharistic celebration, where Christ offers himself for the sustenance of his people. The leftovers, collected in 7 baskets, signify not only the abundance of God's provision but also the completeness and perfection in Christ. 7. A biblical symbol of perfection, emphasizes the divine fullness in Jesus' ministry. This miracle speaks to the inclusivity of God's grace. The crowd is diverse, representing different needs, backgrounds, and conditions. In Christ, there is provision for all, and no one is excluded from his compassionate care. As we reflect on this passage, we are reminded of Christ's ability to meet our needs, both physical and spiritual. His compassion knows no bounds, and in him, we find abundance. The call for us is to bring our needs to him, trust in his provision, and be instruments of his love and generosity in the world. May we, like the disciples, witness and participate in the miraculous outpouring of God's grace in the lives of those around us.